Y'all, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the girls are clocked in. They're getting overtime, paid vacation, and sick leave. The girls showed up last night for the season premiere. The girls showed up and showed out. This was the best season premiere that I have seen since last season of Real Housewives of Miami. It was that good. This was my reaction the whole episode. What? Oh, like I was gagged. I was gooped and gagged, honey. They got me. Let's get into my all tea, all shade, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 4, episode 1 review. I am Color Me Pynk, and you are at the Color Me Pynk channel. Okay. So we start off the episode with Lisa Barlow saying that her 18-year-old son, Jack, got into it over the essays that he was going to submit to colleges, and because she wanted to see them. And he let her know that he don't want to go to college. He wants to take, I think, 2 years off to go on a mission. And basically a mission is where you go around the world and, speak the word and teach people of, about Christ and, helping people and all of this type of stuff. And he had been planning it for a year and had not told his parents. So that led her to then start questioning, their relationship, her parenting, and wondered if she wasn't as clocked in as she needed to be. And then we immediately got our answer when her and her husband were in the car talking about the situation. And she asked, what should they do? And as soon as this man go to respond, she gets a text message. Says, hold up. I got a text. That's the problem. You're not engaged. That's why your son kept on telling you that he's different from y'all. Y'all are different from him because you don't listen. Y'all are having an important conversation that got you so in tears about your son not opening up and sharing with you his plans and catching you off guard, but you can't even wait 5 seconds to answer a text message and just cut your husband off. I don't understand how that man deal with her. Like, he is such he's a lap dog. Like, he just lets Lisa run all over him. Like, you can tell, like, she wears the pants in that household, child. So Heather has bought a new house, honey. She opened up a second beauty lab or whatever it's called place. Her book made it onto the New York Times bestsellers list, and she outside shoveling snow in platform boots. Make it make sense, girl. Heather, you too big to be playing them type of games, because you fall, you cracking your spine, your spleen, your kidney, your hip. Like, girl, why is you outside shoveling snow in platform boots? Meredith comes over and they go inside the house and they sit down and have, girl time and chatting. And she tells Heather how Whitney did an interview with the New York Post, and made a dig about her and Seth taking a bath with each other. And she said that Whitney was like, I think that this just nasty and like creepy, and it's just filled with bacteria and DNA or whatever. And then she reads the article to Heather, and Heather's sitting there like, is she seriously mad, or do she find it fun? Like, she didn't know how to react to that. So Meredith was like, does she drain and clean that hot tub that she invites 85 people into regularly? It's like saying I'm dirty and creepy. Don't go after my bathtub. It's like, you sitting up there mad about a bathtub, girl. Considering the fact that her and Meredith really don't get along like that, I would have felt some type of way too. Because what you mean is creepy and it could be filled with bacteria and this, that, and the third. Now, I found it creepy that her and Seth did that on national television. I find it just weird anyway when you see a housewife and her husband being intimate like that on camera. Like, that's creepy. That's creepy. Heather also tells her that she and Whitney got together for the first time in a long time, and how Whitney said that it was going to take a lot for her to trust her and really know that she could be her friend again. And Heather was like, I don't really feel safe around her right now because I don't know if she could be a friend to me. And Meredith was like, I concur pretty much. So our girl, Mary M. effing Crosby, is back, and she did not disappoint. It's like she never left. Bad wigs and all. Baby, them boots, though, she had on, them boots was given. I think there might have been Givenchy, if I'm not mistaken, or Balmain. I don't know. So she goes to visit Meredith at Meredith's store, and she can't even get the door open, child. The door is stuck. She was like, you need to get that door fixed. Mary don't give a damn. But let's talk about Mary in this crinkly wig that she got on that was giving Wicked Witch of the West. And it was like, Mary, what is going on here? Like, you still ain't got the hair together at all. So Mary said that she cut everybody off in the cast except for Meredith. Meredith and Mary go and have lunch together, and Meredith asks Mary how her family is. And Mary in her confessional says, Robert Jr. is doing good. He has a girlfriend, but everybody's telling me it's his wife. So we're going to have to figure that one out. So the producer said, you haven't asked him? And Mary says, I haven't had the chance. And the producer said, you live in the same house. And Mary go talk about some, how you haven't asked your son if he married or not, and he live right upstairs, Mary? What is going on in that house, baby? Then she said Robert Sr. just got back from Vegas after being gone for 6 months, and it was good for her. She was fine because, you know, she can't stand that man anyway. Girl, Mary would not care if she never sees Robert Sr. ever again in life. As long as he leave her alone, she did her marital duty, her wifely duties over the years. That time has gone. There is no more faking. I don't want to be here with you. She can't stand Robert Sr. That tickles me. So, Mary asks Meredith what she thinks about Jen going to jail. And Meredith was like, you know, I mean, she gone. She got to, you know, serve her time. She did it. It is what it is. Mary was like, I believe in karma. You kind of get what you deserve, I guess. But, you know, Mary was side-eyeing her when everything went down anyway, and told her to her face, I hope you go to jail. Mary was not sugarcoating nothing for no Jen, child. So then we see Angie. She's back for a second season, and she meets up with newbie. Her name is Monica. Angie in her confessional says, being friends with Jen Shaw introduced me to things I would have never known or been around, like a legal system, the difference between federal and state charges, and Monica. And I was like, who is getting these Salt Lake girls together in these confessionals with these reads? Because the girls are coming with it this season. So Lisa Barlow joins them, and Monica in her confessional was like, Jen fired, she goes on to tell us how she knows Lisa. So she said that Jen fired her assistant and that she stepped in to help her. And one night, Jen asked her, do you want to be rich? And Monica was like, what you mean? And she said that Jen was like, do you want to make $600,000 a year? She was like, all you have to do is put this, this, and that in your name. And she was like, it was very bizarre to me. So I have a friend in the Secret Service that I hit up and asked about her. And he said, get the F away from her. She's going to prison. And she was arrested 2 months later. And that is how I became a witness with the federal government in her trial. Baby. So you mean to tell me you was this lady assistant. You turned informant on her, got her locked up, and then took her place on the show, baby. Best casting choice that Bravo has ever made in life. That was genius. Genius, honey. And I love Monica so far. She's bubbly, she's shady, she's real, she's honest from what we can see so far. Loving her. Loving her. I know Jen Shaw is in that jail cell punching the cement walls because no, you didn't. You know how egotistical Jen Shaw is? Like, you went from working for me to taking my place on the show? And you was an informant in my... Girl, I'm gagged. So, Monica is 38 years old, newly single, and going through a divorce. 4 years into her marriage, she said she found herself in an entanglement. So much so that her and her husband got divorced, then got married again, and now getting a divorce again. Baby, she got that oochie wale wale, oochie bang bang, oochie wale wale, oochie bang bang. Cause baby, you know you got that good when you could cheat on your husband, divorce him, get him back, and then divorce him all over again. Girl, child, I'm on an emotional roller coaster. She got how many kids? She got 4 girls. A 17-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So she was a teen mama. She had her daughter, she got pregnant with her daughter probably around the age of 17, 18 years old. And so she goes on to explain how her and Lisa became cool. And she says in her confessional, I would talk to Lisa all the time because Jen would get sick and tired of talking to her and hand me the phone. And then I would have to be like, yeah, girl, I know, yep, yep. And she was like, you could literally be on the phone with Lisa, sit the phone down, and come back to it 2 hours later, and she's still gonna be talking. Because she was doing the same thing as they sitting down having lunch, just talking. And you could tell Angie K I think that's Angie K. I don't remember which Angie she was, but Angie don't like Lisa. The whole time Lisa was sitting there talking, Angie was just sitting there looking like, oh my God, do I have to spend 5 more minutes around this lady? Like, you could tell she do not like her. And I got a friend like that. Child, that will just talk. Like, you don't even got to say nothing. I have fallen asleep on the phone with this friend, wake up every blue moon, be like, that's messed up. Wow. Child, and she would not know the difference. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section, do you got a friend like that? So, Lisa says that she's never cooked and that she and John are going to Europe for their 20th anniversary. And you could tell Monica was offended by that because she was like, well, you lucky because I have to cook. And Lisa kind of caught it too, like, you mad? So Monica in her confession was like, it's so crazy hearing them portray these perfect lives. We've all heard things about each other from Jen. So I'm trying to walk this fine line where I'm open and non-judgmental, even though their dark secrets are very heavy on my mind. So, Monica, I need for you to start spilling the tea on what you know about these girls. Because it's obvious that you're going to start spilling it as soon as somebody make you mad. So all the ladies get together and Whitney is shook to see Mary. She was like, Mary? Mary is here? Because you know, to Mary, she will always be little girl. So she speaks to Mary and Mary spoke back to her, you know, very nice. Heather is annoyed that Lisa brought Angie with her because the last season, Angie basically cussed out for fifth child. Monica in her confession was like, so to be completely honest, Jen never said anything nice about Heather, but she never said anything nice about anyone ever. Anything that came out of her mouth was BS, and I'm going to make my own assumptions about Heather, which I appreciate that she's just not going off of Jen's word and that she's trying to get to know the ladies for herself before she makes, you know, judgments about who they are. Because, you know, she done heard all this stuff from Jen. So now she about to put 2 and 2 together and see what's real and what's fake. I'm liking that, Monica. I'm liking it. So Lisa is also very shook to see Mary because they didn't end off on a good foot either. So Lisa in her confessional was like, holy ish, Mary Crosby. The last text message I got from Mary wasn't exactly nice. She said, Lisa, you're the biggest idiot. You're a black widow. You are the biggest liar in Utah. You'll kill people with your nasty tequila. You remind me of a witch. You evil person. You're not interesting, you horrible human being. This is what was missing all last season, Mary Crosby. Because why would you tell this lady that she's the biggest idiot and that she will unalive people with her nasty tequila? Baby. But they spoke to each other, child. But Mary, television gold. So Heather tells the girls that she and Whitney decided to start anew and that she wants to do the same with all the other ladies. So Mary asks Heather to come sit down next to her and asks her how does she feel about Jen being without Jen. And Heather was like, fine, surprisingly. Like, she trying to act like she's just so good. And Mary was like, do you still have that attachment? And Heather was like, no, I think that was projected by other people. Girl, what? No, it was what we saw you running all up in between her legs and her booty hole. Like your head was literally stuck up her anus, girl. Get out of here. So Mary was like, how do you actually feel that she's gone? Because Mary wasn't buying it and Mary was going to get to the truth. And Heather was like, I feel like a weight has been lifted. Yeah, because you a punk. So Meredith tells Lisa if she wants to talk, that she wants to talk one-on-one without the girls so they can see if they can finally move past their issues and come to like some truths. I don't think that Meredith and Lisa will ever be back how they were season 1. It will never happen. I think that they're going to be very much like, say, for instance, a Nene and a Kim or a Bethany and Ramona, where they'll have moments of getting along and then they're going to have moments of despising each other. But Lisa was like, I knew she missed me. Like, how could you not? And she was like, yeah, of course, let's do it. So Monica was like, so who here has read Heather's book? Mary gonna say, no one is reading that book. Said it out loud, child, because it was the truth. So Meredith then accuses Whitney of starting the rumor that she uses ketamine. What is ketamine? I don't know what that is, y'all. Tell me down below. So she then confronts Whitney about the New York Post comment. And Whitney was like, it was a joke. It was a joke. And Meredith was like, you said it like I have a dirty house. Baby, Whitney in her confessional said, I would never say that Meredith has a dirty house. I don't even know where you're living right now. I don't know what vacation rental you're staying in. I'd assume she'd wrap everything in plastic so she can get her deposit back at the end of the lease. And then the producers take it up a notch by showing that for the last 4 seasons, Meredith and her family have lived in a different house every season. Girl, why you up here renting houses for the show? Like, do you not want people to know where you live? Which is very smart and understandable because, you know, people crazy. They be popping up at these folks' houses and stuff because, you know, Bravo don't give a damn. They going to show the front of your house, the side of your house, the back of your house, the inside of your house. They going to show it all. So, honestly, if you got the money to go stay somewhere for 3-4 months of filming and film there, I would do that because I don't want you knowing where I stay because people are crazy, okay? But at the same token, you will at least want to make it believable by getting the same place every year. But I need to know what's going on with Meredith and they finances. Like, what is going on? Because it's seeming like what Lisa said is true. But, baby, Whitney becoming friends with Candy Ass has proven to go off, honey, because you know Candace helped her with that read, honey, because that was excellent. So Whitney once again tells Meredith that it was a joke and that she hopes that they can move forward because she knows Meredith holds grudges. And Meredith is like, I don't hold grudges. Girl, yes, you do. So Whitney was like, we don't want to lose brain cells over this. Meredith's gonna say, save your brain cells. Save them. Just save your brain cells. Whitney was standing there looking like, is this bitch calling me dumb to my face? Yes, she is. So after that, the ladies, minus Mary, because she was not participating, decided to have a snowball fight. And they tackling each other, and it was just all out chaos. It reminded me of the scene in Mean Girls where where Katie was talking about how girls remind her like of the animals in the jungle in Africa. Child, amazing season opener. I laughed. It was amazing. The shade, honey, everything was fantastic. I can't wait to know about what transpired they showed like a sneak peek of what happened 3 or 4 months later in the season. Something big is gonna happen and I can't wait to find out. But the Salt Lake City girl said last season we dropped the ball, but we picking it back up this season. They have started off with a bang and I'm loving it. A+. Yes, it was that good. A+. Loved it. Please tune in to this season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake, because at first I wasn't going to even do reviews, but I'm so happy that I did. Y'all, let's talk about everything down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.